Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more Tales of Innocence. Our Pharaoh Fiasco here. Last episode, Kongwei and Ricardo actually joins our group, and we've got Ange, but she's not really fighting with us just yet. Okay. This is our first time seeing whoever the heck this is. Right, everybody wants a piece of you. Why? For the sake of Taro? Interesting. So you're not here in the name of Cielo. Enemies of Taro, huh? Alright, we're not worried about this dude. Oh, crap. I did a little bit of grinding. Nice. And that geotherapy art is not too bad. I'm surprised Ricardo can heal. Let's get one of these, there we go. One magic lens. Just so we know how badly we're working this dude. Crap. 1, 2, 3, get some. Actually, we have a fourth attack now. Alright. Crap. And I'm remembering now, like, basically, in the previous games, you pretty much had to play someone who's, like, melee-oriented. Because, like, you're too squishy when you're... Well, combat is too unwieldy any other way. But that's fine. Uh-oh. Get some, dude. Nice. Alright. Nice. Really giving him the hurt. Ah. Crap. Oh, doesn't like that, does he? Okay. Our TP is actually holding up pretty nicely. I say right as we actually run out of it. Crap. That did 190 damage? Uh-oh. Nope. Not about to get us. Alright, so she needs... Oh, thank you for the geotherapy, my guy. Alright. Crap. Alright. Let's have her life bottle us. Nope. It'd be nice if we could get some more geotherapies, though. I'm not gonna lie about that. And then some Tempest. Crap. And we're stunned. There we go. Oh no, I thought he hit us out of the stun that he put us in. Almost got this guy. There we go. No challenge whatsoever. Cool. Let's do chocolate bananas. Chocolate bananas are actually pretty much a lifesaver. Yeah, Gardle, how do you feel about that? Do they know each other? I wonder if Gardle's gonna turn out to be that pink-haired dude. Hasta. they use the same weapons.
言ったみたいだね。
And he had a little moment there with Ricardo, just like Hasta did back at our base camp of the army we deserted.
あんた転生者でもねえのにとんだとばっちりだな。本当についてきていいのかよ。
Well, don't try to dissuade him now. We need all the help we can get.
君たちと旅する以上、覚悟の上さ。
What you thinking, Ricardo? That dude was Hasta?
ねえ、どうかしたの？リカルドさん。
いや、なんでもない。早く脱出しよう。
I wonder if they're actually like friends about Cielo. Hey, Anj, what was Cielo like? Why is he asking? Oh, because he would remember as well as she would, I guess. You haven't remembered it yet. I only remembered fighting on the battlefield, but nothing about Cielo. Let's see. As far as I know, it's a land above the sky, hidden by the clouds from Taro. Is that all? It means that they're willing to settle down on Taro and live the rest of their lives here. If we look at it now, it might seem primitive since the science and technology that we knew today didn't exist yet. In exchange, Cielo had Cielan arts, so it wasn't as inconvenient as you'd expect. It doesn't seem to be the same as the utopia that the church described it to be. Well, it's the church's job to get believers to accept such a thing, of course. In reality, there's not really much of a difference between it and Taro. Even though they're both under war. Yes. Ricardo's self-introduction. Go ahead and save really quickly. Any of these will really do. Can we not view them while we're standing on the thing?
そういえば、リカルドさんのこと詳しくお聞きしてませんでしたね。
名前は知っているな。そして俺は傭兵だ。それで十分だと思うが。
Well, we'd like to know a little bit more about you since, we've put our lives in your hand.
これから一緒に旅するんだから、もっといろいろ聞いておいた方がいいと思うんだけど。
かもしれんな。だが全員の名は覚えたぞ。
Okay, that doesn't really fill us with confidence.
え？もう？
お前がルカミールだ。雇い主はアンジュ・セレーナ。あの娘がイリア・アニーニ。あのガキはスパーダ・ベルフォルマ。彼はコンウェイ・タウ。
How does he know? Us? Maybe. We're really not sure how he knows us, but Conway too?
そしてあの生き物がコーダだったな。これで問題なかろう。
alright.
確かに今は名前が分かってればいいのかな。それが人付き合いの最初の一歩だもんね。
心配するな。俺は傭兵だ。お前たちの輪を乱すような真似はしない。
Well, you already have.
昨日まで敵だった相手と同じ部隊で過ごすこともよくあるくらいだったな。
What a way to live. Couldn't be me.
その言葉を聞いて安心しました。では、これからよろしくお願いしますね、リカルドさん。
ああ、よろしく頼む。
Ruca and Ricardo's bond strengthened. Alright, well. God, Ricardo sure can fight, but can we really trust him? Who knows? He doesn't seem like a bad person, though. I believe he is trustworthy, though. But you do know that he can just switch sides when offered enough money, right? I am sure he is not that type of person, even though he literally just did that. He is the kind of person to honor his contracts. But then he wouldn't be fighting with us. After all, he only turned sides once I paid for his contract's penalty. You're right. If he was the irresponsible type, he would have just ran off with the money. That just means that he'll still turn sides with the right amount. I really can't trust him. That may be the case, but if it were you, would you accept a request that you didn't like? I am sure he allowed me to employ him because he did not enjoy kidnapping me in the first place. So, does that mean he wanted to be with us? Ain't that nice, Spada? Someone wants to be with you. Shut the hell up. You make me sound like a creep. But that is the case, please get along with Sir Ricardo, Spada. Alright. If that's the case, it can't be helped. And a fight. But these guys go down in like a few hits now. You see this? I should probably set them to not use up any TP. Because we really don't need to like waste it on like complete garbage. Alright, to field we go. Though honestly it feels like we spent no time at all inside Now space. What's on your mind, Ange?
大丈夫？アンジュ。少し顔色悪いみたいだけど。平気よ。ずっと体を動かしてなかったから、急に体を動かすと辛いみたい。
But you haven't even fought anything.
じゃあハルトマンの家で休ませなきゃな。悪いけどナオスまで辛抱してくれよ。
Alright. Did you manage to accomplish your job? Ricardo, you had an assassination job back at the Western Front, right? Was it a success? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to land the final blow on him. If Hosta hadn't interrupted me, I would have been able to. Ha! Lame! Only my client can criticize me. Besides, since I caused trouble for the Imperial Army, I'd say the job was a success. You don't really want to comfort him, because, like, he was gonna kill our superior officer. Still, it's a relief that you weren't able to kill the commander. Are you stupid or something? Didn't you hate that old man? Ilya hated him, but I didn't really. He was scary, though. Whoever it might be, as long as they're my enemy, I will have to kill them. That's the kind of place a battlefield is. Speaking of which, you also came to assassinate me in our past life, right? And failed? Now that you mention it, I've always had an interest in assassination since I was a child. It might have been because of my past self. Then does that mean that you're now a mercenary because of me? Don't say stupid things. That's just the training that comes with being a mercenary. My past life has nothing to do with my skill today. Well, whatever. I'll count on you to not fail next time. Someday I'll show you my true skill. Down here, you look pale. Sir Ricardo sure is fair-skinned. Isn't it because he's pale? Am I? I don't really pay attention to these things. You feeling alright? Unfortunately, I feel healthy. Perhaps being a Reaper in his past life has something to do with this? If that was the case, Ruca would look more macho. And it's obvious Spada's not really affected by it. And as you can see, Ange is not a man, is she? Oh my! I suppose the cat is out of the bag now. In truth, Wait, what? Really? I'm just kidding. Ilya, come back here. Right, what a reaction to have, dude. I felt the blood drain from my face. I swear to God, if I hear that kind of joke every day, I'll probably end up a fair maiden myself. So everybody's bond strengthened somewhat. Yeah, I know we're going the wrong way, but there's got to be something down here, right? Except for really weak enemies. You see these guys? Right, instantly killed. You're friggin' dead, dude. Now would probably be a good time to use a holy bottle. Alright. Yeah, there's nothing down here. Alright. Let's use a holy bottle. Alright. Just to make it easier to get back to, what the heck? Okay, not gonna lie. I'm not sure why the holy bottle didn't keep them away. Huh. Is it because we can't really see what level they are? Maybe it just decreases the encounter rate rather than turn them off? Because I was thinking it was gonna work like Pokemon does, where you turn it on and then anything lower level than you just doesn't pop up for you. Okay, maybe it does just ratchet the encounter rate down. We were able to actually buy every single kind of cooking ingredient. I wonder if we can just go around the forest. We cannot just go around the forest. Alright. Did this just warp us to the end? It sure did! Wow, that is convenient. Alright, golden. There probably was some slick secret hidden in there or something like that, but we're not super duper worried about that at this point. Okay, yeah, really, the holy city of Naus.
そういえば、アンジュってこの町じゃ有名人だよね。人に見られて平気？そうね。平気じゃないかも。
じゃあさっさとハルトマンの家にかくまってもらいに行こうぜ。
そうと決まれば早く行きましょう。ね、お坊ちゃま。
お坊ちゃま？それはどういう？
Yeah, Spada did prevent Coda from saying anything.
なんでもねえって。覚えてろよ、イリア。
Naus's position. It doesn't seem like Naus frequently hunts deviants as much as I expected. Indeed, it might be within Regnum's domains, but in comparison, it's less lively. Although, infrequently, soldiers from Naus base would come and patrol the town. Despite that, Regnum cannot freely interfere here. I suppose it's not called a holy city for no reason. Thanks to the Grand Cathedral and its believers, the capital's influence here is comparatively small, but now... In any case, it won't hurt to lay low as we do our business here. I don't want you to cause any more uproar here. Alright. Everybody's chilling out, nobody's freaking out. Let's check out the grade shop. We definitely did enough. If there's anything new here, we definitely did enough fighting to buy it. There's not anything new. That's fine. Just gotta make sure to stay on top of things. But we probably won't encounter anything worth getting until our next town. So, for now, we can just lay low at Hartman's place.
ハルトマン、いるか？
これはお坊ちゃま。出迎えもできませんで申し訳ありません。
お坊ちゃまか。
Right, they were gonna find out eventually. I don't know why Spada was trying so hard to hide it.
そう。少なくともハルトマンの前では彼はお坊ちゃまなの。あなたもぜひそう呼んであげてね。
Ilya the Troll.
つまんねえこと教えてんじゃねえよ。
おや、新しいご友人ですな。すぐお茶を用意いたしますので、おくつろぎくださいませ。
Right, since the last time we were here, our party has literally doubled.
では、自己紹介も終わったところで、リカルドさん、私を誰のもとに連れて行こうとなさったのですか？
Right, I wasn't even thinking about that.
そうそう、それよ。まずはその話ね。
それを他人に漏らすのは守秘義務違反と言いたいところだが、まあいいだろう。
Okay, because I was about to say, like, he already broke their contract, so what does their confidentiality matter to him?
北の国テノスの貴族アルベール・グランディオーザという男のもとだ。知っているか？
Okay, so I guess we're heading to Tenos next.
アルベールさん？いいえ、面識どころか名前も存じませんね。
It sounds like they're saying Albert instead of Albert, so...
もしかしてお貴族様に密かに見初められたんじゃない？アンジュ美人だもんね。まさか私テノスには行ったこともないし知り合いだっていないのよ。
Alright, well, we have to find out what Albert wants then.
美人ってところは否定しねえな。
私の身柄を確保したい理由は一体何なのかしら？
Was it a rescue? I thought it was a kidnapping. Maybe I just wasn't paying close enough attention.
理由は転生者だかららしい。
Ah, okay, so he was up to no good then.
じゃあ何？そのアルベールってのも 転生者を探してるわけ？マティウスと同じだ。
マティウス？そいつは何者なんだよ。
Oh, right. Spada would have been with us at the Reincarnator Research Lab where people were talking about Mateus, but she never actually showed up.
教団の大支店らしいんだけど、そいつにイリアの故郷が襲われたんだ。やっぱりアルベールってやつもマティウスと同じで創生力を手に入れようとしてるのかな。
なるほど。確かにアルベール・グランディオーザの使者は俺が転生者だと分かると質問してきたな。
Asking him how much he remembered about Genesis.
創生力を知ってるかと。創生力とは何なのだ？
なんとなく聞き覚えがある気がすんだけどよ。うまく思い出せねえ。
Yeah, we don't know specifically what it is, just that our memories about this past war are supposed to be able to lead us to it.
僕も確かに知っているんだ。でもよく思い出せない。なんだか気持ち悪いや。
そうか。
創生力か。あいたたた。
Is she having a hard time remembering?
どうしたのイリア？大丈夫？なんか急に頭痛くなっちゃった。あ、でももう平気。創生力、そうよ。
Did she remember what it is?
創生力は天上界滅亡の原因。大変、止めないと。
Well, I was thinking, because something along those lines probably, like the Genesis seems to be what caused because what was it? Census wanted to combine the two worlds to create Utopia. I guess that would be Cielo's destruction ultimately.
創生力が天上界滅亡の原因？
そういや、そうだったような。
俺は全く思い出せんな。
で、その創生力とやらが天上界を滅ぼした力だとして、それがなぜこの地上にあるんだい？
That's a good question. If it is in Tarot, then somebody probably would have found it by now, right? Reincarnator or no?
創生力が天上界を滅ぼしたということは、元は天上界にあったはずじゃないのかな。
天上界が滅んだから落っこちてきたとかかな。
It's as likely a situation as any.
マティウスのやつ、そんなろくでもないもののために私の村を。
マティウスとアルベールが創生力を欲しがる理由か。
単純に考えれば兵器として利用するためだろうな。
よくわからないけど、創生力をそいつらに渡しちゃろくなことにならないよね。
Pretty much. It's clear we're racing them to the Genesis, and we have a massive advantage by having 5 reincarnators with us.
やっぱり創生力は私たちが手に入れるしかないのよ。マティウスにもアルベールにも渡さない。
創生力とアルベールたちの目的についてはこれ以上詮索しても拉致が開くまい。俺の知っておきたいことがもう一つある。
And what would that be?
コンウェイ・タウとか言ったな。貴様、転生者でもないのになぜ天術が使える？
Right. He did explain that what he's doing are not CL and arts.
僕の国では珍しいことじゃないんだけど、そもそも僕の技は正確には天術じゃないしね。それにルカ君たちにとっては僕、あなたよりよほど信用できる人間だと思うんだけどな。
That is true. Conway went out of his way to demonstrate how useful and trustworthy he is to us, whereas Ricardo is literally a mercenary hired by Ange.
俺より信用できるだと？どういう意味だ？
That you're not super trustworthy?
金で転ぶ傭兵よりはっていう意味さ。
何？
ちょっとやめなさいよ。どうしたのよ急に。
Gave them a little bit of tension.
俺は俺の雇い主のそばに正体のよくわからん人物を置きたくないだけだ。
ならその雇い主本人が許可します。ルカ君たちが認める以上、コンウェイさんにも同行してもらいます。
Alright, well, that smoothed over that particular speed bump, I guess.
だってさ、
仕方あるまい。
ね、この件に関してはここまで。で、明 日からのことなんだけど、情報集めにオートに行ってみない？
At the capital. Does she mean Regnum or Tenos?
レグノムに？確かに情報の多さだとあそこが一番かもね。そうしましょうか。
さあ皆様、お話し合いはそのくらいにしてお食事の用意ができましたよ。
I am so sorry for cutting Ange off.
待ってたんだな。しかしこうだ、ジジイとジジイの料理大好きなんだな。しかし
Alright.
今のエリアとルカを見てっとよ、やっぱ恋人同士だったようには全然
Does he
見
have
えねえや。
Does he have to bring that up now?
当たり前でしょ、そんな昔の話。前世の話じゃないのよ。アスラとイナンナの仲が強烈だったから、二人を見てると違和感がすごいのよね。
だよな。はっきり言ってあの二人バカップルだったもんな。
Jeez.
何それ、どういう意味よ。時間さえあればイチャイチャしてたものね。
何せ有名人だったからな。公人初の敵国同士カップルってな。
ねえねえ、二人の馴れ初めは？
We actually quite literally bumped into each other.
お腹すかしたイリアが僕のホットドッグを食べちゃって。違うわよ、そっちの馴れ初めなんてどうでもいいの。
Oh.
アスラとイナンナのよ。
Jeez, dude.
実はあんまり覚えてないのよね。別に照れてるとか言うわけじゃなくて。
Yeah, we haven't really come to that, like we haven't had any flashbacks to that effect either.
俺はちょっと覚えてるんだぜ。イナンナはラティオからアスラのいるセンサスに亡命しただろ。
Where'd Ruca go?
亡命してきた時はよ、戦場の中を一人悠々とアスラの元へ歩いてきたんだ。その立ち姿のあまりの美しさに、戦場にいた敵味方の全員が戦いも忘れてただ呆然と見つめてたんだぜ。
They just let her go?
亡命か。一体何を思って亡命なんかしたんだろう。ラティオで何かあったのかな。戦場で芽生えた恋か。羨ましい限りね。でも敵味方だったってことはお互いのことよく知らずにくっついたってことでしょ。ろくなことないと思うけどな。
I agree, but it doesn't, from the flashbacks that we have seen, it doesn't seem like there was all that too much tension from them being from two warring groups.
まあ後で勘違いだったことに気がついたかもしれないわね。でしょ。
女どもはロマンもへったくれもねえな。こりゃルカがうまくいく目は本気でねえかも。やれやれ。
Spotted trying to play wingman again. Romance breaker. In a pragmatic story, she's the type to break down all notions of romance. She's just a realist. One who worries about future love. Someone who worries about his friend's love life. He worries over others more than himself. A true friend. Oh, Ruca. He was dejected after the direction the conversation took.
お出かけですか、お坊ちゃま。昨晩は料理の腕の振るいがいがあって大変楽しゅうございました。
ジジイの飯は本当うまかったんだな。しかし
それはようございました。お坊ちゃまのご友人は良い方々ばかりですね。
Right. Like I said, the last time we were here, we had literally half as many people.
へへ、だろ。
またいつでもお越しください。心からお待ちしております。
ああ。じゃあ元気でな、G。
Alright. And
で
now...
は昨晩のイリア・アニーミの提案通り王とレグヌムに向かうということで構わんな。
ちょっと待って。
ん？何か問題でもあるのか、イリア・アニーミ。
Yeah, Ruca seems a little dejected still.
オートに向かうのはいいんだけど、その呼び方なんでフルネームで呼ぶわけ？私堅苦しいのは嫌なのよね。
傭兵とはいえ軍に属していれば珍しいことではないのだが。
Well, by their full name though?
私のことはイリアでいいわ。みんなもそれでいいでしょ？
We'd have been like privates, right? Complete lowest of the low.
あんたもそれでいいでしょ？ね、ルカ。うん。どうしたのルカ君？元気ないみたいだけど。
ちょっと実家の父さんと母さんの様子が気になってさ。
Yeah. Ruca literally just up and disappeared one day.
まあそりゃそうだろうな。
親に甘えるのはガキの特権だろう。遠慮はあるまい。なぜその特権を享受しない？
それはほら、例の適応法ってやつよ。私たち一度軍に捕まってるからさ。
なるほど。気にはなっても帰るに帰れんというわけか。ならば仕方ないな。
Are we going to pick a different place to go to? It's not like the Deviant Reformation Act is only being enacted in Regnum.
ルカ君、本当にそれで大丈夫？
ごめん、平気平気。僕、人前で弱音を吐かないって決めたのにね。せっかくアスラの力で強くなったんだから、中身の強さも伴わなきゃ。それに
何よ？
イリアはまだ僕の力を必要としてくれてるんだよね。だったら最後まで頑張るよ。
だな。
あんたって割とあれね。
何？
He's trying to be better.
割とマシかもねって話よ。それじゃオートに向かいましょう。
Anh just joined your party. Alright. So now we can use her. She's level 13. Let's put her in over Elia, because she should be our primary healer, right? Yeah, First Aid, Thievery, Platinum, Edge, and Photon. And what a... Benediction. The Amber Robe is worse. Ooh, more HP and more TP. Well, let's give her none. So we can use Ange now. Mr. Conway, about the time when we met in Regnum. You know, that time when I accidentally bumped into you and your book fell? Now that you mention it, that did happen. I bumped into you quite hard, but you didn't get angry at all, did you, I bumped into you quite hard, but you didn't get angry at all, did you, Mr. Conway? So when you asked me if I wanted to travel with you, I was glad someone so gentle was coming with us. You've helped us quite a lot too, despite not being a reincarnator. To be fair, it would be troublesome for me if your journey suddenly ended. Huh? No, it's nothing. It's just... I'm only helping you because I'm interested in you. Interested? Why would you be interested in me? Oh, my bad. I didn't mean it like that. It's just that I'm glad that I got to experience a lot of things while traveling with you. Alright. The royal capital's circumstances. What's with the long face, Ruca? Whew. Well, I'm worried about how Regnum must be faring. Like, if the war has gotten worse enough that it might have reached Regnum already. There's no need to worry about that. Well, if you say so, then that must be the case. What a relief. I'm glad that you trust me, but did you consider that I might just be lying to reassure you? Really? Is it rash of you to just believe my words as is? Or it is rash of you to just believe my words as is? For now, why don't you decide after you've heard the reason why? I see. Then how do you know that Regnum hasn't become a battlefield yet? The towns surrounding Regnum are Naus, Garum, and Marmot. Naus is in Regnum's territory to begin with. Meanwhile, Garum tends to use their own terrain as a defensive measure and keep the war in check. Lastly, Marmot is a neutral town and has no hostilities with Regnum at the moment. I see. To sum it up, Regnum is far from any of the battlefields, so as of now, there's not much to worry about. That's how it is. As for Regnum's hostilities with Tenos, I have heard that its battlefield is a bit farther north. On top of that, the highways around Regnum are well supervised and maintained. And that's why there's no need to worry about your parents, Ruca. As he says, isn't that nice, Ruca? Yep, that's a relief. Thanks, Mr. Ricardo. Everybody's all friendly about Regnum. We'll be going to Regnum next, right? Yep. That said, what kind of town is Regnum anyways? You were there. Though I guess you didn't get to do much sightseeing at the time. Let's see, Regnum is... Wait a second, didn't we meet at Regnum? Don't you remember? It's not like I had the time to go sightseeing. I was being chased around by the church. Oh, right. Let's see. Regnum is... Regnum is a town with a deeply rooted history of leading the whole continent. In general, its people are prideful and stubborn. Well, Ruca sure doesn't seem prideful. There are bound to be some exceptions in a large group of people. Hey, even I have pride, I guess. Where's the pride in that answer? Where's the persuasiveness to that? As I thought, you're far from the typical Regnum citizen. I think it's nice that Ruca's mild-mannered and humble. That's the only thing praiseworthy about this dummy, though. That praise doesn't make me happy at all. So, is there any other characteristic about Regnum that we should know about? Regnum's rate of industrialization and production is high, but its food self-sufficiency rate is unusually low. Yeah, I learned that at school. But when it comes to the war, its citizens are mostly indifferent to it. This is because Regnum has enough military power and resources to hire mercenaries, so its citizens remain unaffected. So basically, they're blissfully ignorant just like Ruca. I'm not At the very least, you should be able to explain what kind of town your birthplace is. I have no excuses. Dang, dude. They were basically bullying him. An inquiry about the outcome. Speaking of, Ruca, do you still remember what Hypno said back then? I think so. If I recall correctly, was it, I shall find out from you the outcome? Yes. I don't think I've managed to accomplish anything. Even if I did manage to unify Cielo, everything still got destroyed. We still haven't remembered enough to come to a conclusion. From now on, I will observe you and let him be the judge of what Ashura has managed to accomplish. Ashura did manage to end the war, but I wonder if that even meant... Just the mere fact that he was able to end the war is great enough as it is. Is it? By ending the war, the soldiers who were supposed to die are able to raise their children and cultivate the land. With that, Ashura had laid a foundation of prosperity for our country. It is a shame that all of it got destroyed. I wish I could have seen a flourishing Cielo. We got another one. Headachy Ilya. Ilya, is your headache from yesterday gone? Yep, I'm all right now. Were you worried? Maybe she had a teething fever. After all, the church talk was pretty complex. Yeah, it might have been too complex for the both of you to understand. Huh? Huh? That might have come off differently as I intended. Crap. Got a problem? Just because you can study doesn't mean that you can brag, got that? Basically, you think we're stupid, huh? That is... I honestly did not mean for it to come off that way. I beg of you to understand that I did not mean for you to misunderstand that. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. What the hell are you saying? I mean, I ended up using the wrong term for it. I'm sorry. So our bond strengthens no matter what, which, I mean, I'm not gonna be mad about. I won't complain anymore, huh? Come on, Spada, cut it out. I really made a big fuss out of that and I still feel guilty about it. What a Ruca thing to say. You were crying when you said it. I wonder if it was... People grow. I'm different from the me before. A bit. I wonder... Harsh. Nah, I didn't mean it that way. You might not know it yet, but you've really grown a lot. Really? Yeah, from now on you should eat a lot, you know? Not that. But it's splendid if you can eat a lot, though. What's splendid with you? Yes. That said, you didn't say that for Elia's sake, did you? I guess? I'm sure it wasn't for Elia, but rather it was your pride speaking. My pride? Parade? Is it trash? Well, pretty much. Its meaning might as well be trash, yeah? But you know, it might be trash, but it sure will save your life someday. Pride? I don't know if pride is gonna save anybody's lives any day soon. Alright, we do want to save, though. Ricardo and I think we get these and I ones when our bond is close enough, or strong enough. Ruca Milda. I want to know what Anja's relationship with everyone is. Are you wary of us? Basically, yes. There might come a time when I'll have to take her away from you guys. Is Anja aware of this? Do you think she'll agree to such a thing? Perhaps not, but I'm prepared to take on her resentment if it means protecting her. That being said, what's your relationship? We really only known her for a little bit of time before you came along. We really don't have one. We just met, so it's pretty hard to find an answer to your question. Just met, huh? That explains everyone's answers. Everyone's answers? Yes, especially yours. Huh? Me? Is that really the case? What's wrong, Ruca? I'm an only child, you see, so, I don't know how I'm supposed to talk to a man older than me. And I think it's hard to get used to talking to someone when you're alone with them. Is that so? But since you're traveling with us from now on, I thought that I'd have to get along with you. I mean, yeah. And I think I'm trying my best to talk to you, but... Am I really? This is definitely something that makes more sense in Japanese. Of course not. If you're not used to something, it's better to start getting used to it. Consider it practice. If you're not used to talking to older men, then feel free to come and talk to me. I can be your practice partner. Okay, thank you! But in Ruca's case, he has to get used to talking to people in general. Now tell me honestly, what do you really think of Ruca? Why do I have to tell you that? You don't hate him or anything, do you? Of course I don't! It's just that looking at him pisses me off for some reason. Like, isn't he a little too timid? Would be better if he wasn't. Point is, will that kid ever grow a spine and stand up for himself? I see. I suppose Ruca has quite a road ahead of him. That's it? Alright. But dang, dude, that had to be like, what, 10 skits? Alright, so now we're finally ready to hit the road. Okay, and we still have our thingamabob. What happened to the faith they collected? Hey, Anj, I want to ask something about Cielo. Yes, what is it? You've mentioned before that the faith collected from Taro was used to maintain Cielo. What does it mean exactly? I believe you're aware that Cielo and Taro are parts of a whole, are you not? I believe those who were exiled from Cielo came to live in Taro. Correct. Cielo ended up using all of its power when creating Taro. And in order to compensate for that, the faith from those in Taro was used. To sum it up, the faith from those in Taro was necessary in order to maintain Cielo. And the faith gathered from prayers is a valuable and strong power. But that too gradually decreased as time passed. Why so? It's because we, who were once Cielans, slowly forgot our heritage as gods. When the reason to ask for heaven's salvation appears, faith does too. As time passed, we eventually forgot the reason why we were exiled from Cielo, and along with it went our faith. In order to unify the varying theories on Cielo and Tero's existence from the doctrine, the Church was created. Then, the Church was useful in sustaining Cielo. Well, that's just how it is. When the doctrine was created, numerous interpretations started floating around, and believers were able to choose which part of the doctrine to follow for their own convenience. But that's how it is for real-life religions too. As a result, the faith that Cielo ended up collecting was different from what they needed. But that couldn't be helped, right? People aren't obligated to beg for the Cielans' forgiveness. Indeed, when you found joy in living in Tero, you no longer consider returning back to Cielo. So ever since Cielo and Tero's separation, Cielo's destruction became inevitable. Oh yeah, wasn't Ricardo a Reaper in his past life? Yep, I fought a Reaper Hypnos on the battlefields before. A Reaper, huh? Someone tasked with the duty of hunting souls in Tero. Was that the case? Do you remember, Anj? Indeed, as I have told you before, Cielo was once maintained with the faith gathered from Tero. But when that faith became insufficient, human souls were used in exchange. And those who are tasked with that job are Reapers, a service that is mandatory for the people of Ratio. Only for Ratio? Why so? Census holds faith from Tero in high regard because, if it were not for it, Cielo wouldn't have existed. That's why they were opposed towards Ratio's Reapers gathering souls from Tero. I find it strange that Hypnos fought on the battlefield. If collecting souls were necessary, then why did Hypnos abandon his role and fight? Perhaps Ratio lacked the military forces in that battle? That shouldn't be the case. Now that you mention it, I wonder why. Maybe something was at play? Kongwei and Spada. Huh! Ha! Ha! My, you're quite lively today. Yeah, actual experience is important and all, but you gotta review the basics from time to time. You don't rely on Durandal's power, but instead persevere with your own power. For that, I must commend you. Why the hell are you so cheesy all of a sudden? You're making me blush. Apologies for interrupting your practice. Now, don't mind me. I thought he was creepy, but he doesn't seem like a bad guy. So we gotta go back through... Well, hopefully the bridge. Yeah, Regnum Pass. One holy bottle. Meanwhile, Imperial City Regnum, Privy Council. Okay, it's that dude. And then nameless bald guys.
ナオス基地にてガラム兵の襲撃にあったそうだな。
ほう、被害はいかほどか。
大した額ではないが、研究中の例の兵器が破損した。
Do they mean the reincarnator powered robots?
なんと実戦で使ったといいのか。オズバルドよ、早すぎはしまいか。
On the contrary.
いえ、あれはあくまで想定外の事故。秘密も漏れていないと判断しております。
Yeah, because the particular reincarnator we possess doesn't really know anything about what's going on.
じゃが、ガードルの報告によると、実験中の検体が一匹逃亡したと聞く。
I don't know if allowed is the right word. Yeah, I don't know if allowed is the right word, because Gardel tried and failed to stop us.
枢密院の皆様といえど、ガードルの不手際で私が責められるのは心外ですな。ですが、すでに手は打っておりますゆえご安心を。資格を一人向かわせました。
Well, okay, so that must mean... No. He said his employer was Albert, but what if Albert was acting through Oswald to send Ricardo to kill Ange? Or maybe it's somebody completely new.
当然だな。あのテクノロジーの機密は守られねばならん。
マティウスについてはどうかね。
なかなか順調なようですな。あやつめ、最初はいかがなものかと思いましたが、役に立っておるようです。転生者も順調に集まっているとか。我ら枢密院が背後にいるのですから、当然といえば当然ですがな。
How has the Privy Council been helping Mateus gather reincarnators, though? Are they supplying her with Grigory or something?
オズバルド、転生者の余剰分で研究施設も随分潤っておるらしいの。
Dang, dude.
マティウスに頭が上がらんじゃろ。
They said she makes you look like a straight up chump, my guy. Nothing to say to that, huh?
報告は以上か。
That's why he was talking slick about her at the reincarnator research lab.
では、愚民どもは我らの救いを待っておる。皆、一層職務に励むように。はっ。楽園を求めて。楽園を求めて。
All right. Have they repaired the bridge at Regnum Pass? Please say they have.
どうしたのイリオ？
なんだかここって空気が乾いてるせいか鼻がムズムズするのよね。はっはっ。ヘキシン！ヘキシン！
Is she coming down with something? Oh.
呼ばれてないのにじゃじゃじゃじゃーん。くしゃみ二つで呼ばれたからにゃ。
Okay.
それがハスタのターゲット様よーと。
Are you serious? Like, I can't understand what he's saying, but the way he speaks is so stupid and obnoxious.
あんたなんか呼んでないわよ。あらイリア、この方お知り合い
？No clue what she's saying right there, but hey. Shouts out to Life Bottle for translating so much of this. I really do love you guys. Not sarcastic at all right there. I would not be playing this if it wasn't for them.
こんなやつ、お知り合いになりたくてなったわけじゃないわよ。声聞いただけで寒気がするんだから。
こいつの名はハスタ・エクステルミ。他人を殺めることを自らの楽しみとする傭兵の面汚しだ。西の戦場で俺の元から逃げ出して以来何をしていた。そして今何をしに現れた。
Is he supposed to be Oswald's assassin?
はいそこ。うるさいのでバケツをかぶって廊下に立ってなさいでごじゃるよ。
Oh my god.
レグヌムの枢密院から依頼を受けて皆さんを皆殺しに来ました。来て差し上げたでごじゃるよ。
枢密院からの依頼だと？貴様には守秘義務という概念はないのか、ハスタ。
Right, he literally just told us everything about them. Well, everything about who he was employed by.
貴様にはあえて秘密を漏らすことで口封じのモチベーションを高めるという概念はないのか、リカルド先生。
あの長槍とあの容姿、彼が魔装の資格か。
Conway knows who Hasta is?
場も温まってまいりましたところで。では、ハスタ、行きます。
Alright, let's go ahead and beat the brakes off this dude. Items. Ange. Throw a nice little magic lens at this man. Some of this, one of these. Some of that. Yeah. Ah. Alright, now our attacks do even more damage. Some of this. Ah, nice. Ah. Get some, dude! Crap! In the middle of our freaking combo, and I just effed it up. Oh, he was able to slam us too. Wait, we paid the TP, but then we got cut off mid-animation. The lightning stopping us mid-hit. Crap. Let's have her use an orange gel on herself. We just gotta attack and build back up our TP stores. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get some now, broski. Crap. Come on. Oh, crap. I was like, why didn't my combo go off? 298, dude, just for activating that over limit. Okay, Anj has got to hang back, dude. It's not that serious. The geotherapy, nice. Crap. Can you? Firepower. TP usage unlimited. Yeah, use TP freely. Let's have her use another orange gel. Is he targeting us? Well, that wasn't supposed to freaking happen. Alright, Kongwei. You know the drill. Bring us back from Death's Abyss. And now we can go in on this man. Ha! Oh! We kind of... Okay. We kind of dodged what he was doing. Alright. Some of this. Yeah, so far, I mean, it's not difficult. We just have to get our hits in. God dang it. Come on, dude. You only got a little bit more. Wow. Anj, dude, she is in there. We completely lost our raid. Oh, thank you for the first aid. Nope. Not about to get us. Crap, dude. He's friggin' annoying. But that's why we beat the brakes off of him post haste. No delay. Easy peasy.
ターゲットは逃亡した転生者一人だと、話が違うじゃねえか。
Yeah, we probably wouldn't have been able to solo this dude with just Anj.
リカルドはともかく全員転生者レベルかよ。
Ricardo's a reincarnator too, but I guess he doesn't know that Kongwei is not a reincarnator, and why would he?
はい、ハスタ君残念。でもハスタ君のいいところは地際の良さですね。わしゃもうかなわんよ。はいちゃらばい。
相変わらず逃げ足の速いやつだ。
He's friggin' annoying.
ねえ、ハスタが言ってた枢密院って
Right, he basically was shouting it. Who are they?
教団のバックにいると噂される組織だ。
かつて教団の権力が増大した頃、国政の相談役として設立された機関だそうよ。
I was trying to listen for words that I may understand, but no, I have no idea what the heck she said.
代々教団の上層部がその座についたらしいんだけど、今はもう名前だけの集まりのはず。
そいつらがハスタを俺たちの元へ
Pretty much seems like.
じゃあ全然名前だけの組織じゃないじゃないのよ。教団のマティウスと枢密院が一緒になって総勢力を狙ってるってことなのかな。
そのあたりも含めて早くレグヌムで情報を集めましょう。
ああ、そうだな。
Alright. About the Privy Council. Anj, can you tell me more about the Privy Council? Even if I could, I can't. Is it because it's the church's secret? No, it's because right now it's an honorary position. It doesn't really have any semblance of power, so there's not much to talk about. Is that so? She seems really blasé about a church organization trying to kill her. After the Constitution established the separation of church and state, the church can no longer get involved in politics, but its influence has never waned. That's why a council was created to force the church's will on the sovereign under the guise of being advisors. And that was how the Privy Council was created. And that happened before the fracture? If that's the case, it must have been a long time ago, though. Indeed. That's why, ever since the fracture, it's slowly lost its influence. But its former authority might have remained, so its influence might not be small. If the position's not needed anymore, then why is it still there? Why not just remove it? Regnum's government is very traditional. It actively opposes any changes once it has decided to do anything. I think the reason why the Privy Council still exists is because it's not really doing any harm, and no one's really motivated to change it. Except they're sending assassins out to kill their fellow church members. So we may need to rethink the whole it's not really doing harm thing. So only its influence remains, and those who hold power within it are ignored. Sounds like the best way to do bad things. I'd prefer that you'd stop bad-mouthing the church. It has already lost most of its believers as it is. But, Ange, he was literally here to kill you. He was a church-sent assassin, and she's like, stop bad-mouthing the church. Hey, Ange, I have a small question. What is it? What's the church for? That's a bit more than I expected. Right, that's the opposite of a small question. Is it? The church in my village is the same old dilapidated place as any other ones, you see. Those church fellows often patrolled around my village once a month, so I was wondering why they were doing that. Let's see. It began when people gathered together and created a community with the goal of returning to Cielo. Okay. They needed someone to manage events in the community such as marriages and funerals. Through that, it was easy to know where someone lived and create a census of the community itself. Isn't that the government's role? Yep, that's why when civilization started to take shape, churches were often found at the center of every city and town. They managed the community's money gathered from contributions. From there, the concept of taxes were born. They also served as a place of healing as well as education. Churches had a lot of functionalities in the past. How convenient. That's why it's only natural that the church's authority was large. But once the fracture happened, its believers slowly disappeared. Taking advantage of the fracture as well as the church's separation from the state, the sovereign took away all the church's authority. So, in the end, what is the church? Today, it is nothing more than a place of worship. People go there if they seek salvation. You could have just told me that instead. Your explanations are too long. I am a nun. Giving long sermons is my job. Now, next is the church's history after the fracture. No thanks! Bye! What a way to refuse. Aw, Ange just wants to talk about something she's passionate about. Uh-oh. Aha! They have fixed it. Maybe we really... Because hopefully the thing with the brooch... I wonder if I was wrong about it being like, what you call... The brooch that we found here. Hopefully it really does belong to the old folks. But it might not. Or it might belong to the old folks, and since we didn't go back immediately, that particular side quest might have expired.
枢密院と教団の動きが気になる。一刻も早くレグヌムで情報収集に取り掛かろう。
Alright. Head to Regnum immediately. Regnum should, she said, north and east. Should be right around here. And obviously, we instantly killed them, at least this time. This looks very tasty. Agreed. Well, let's dig in then. I'm starving! Indeed it was. I'll be resting over there while you eat, so feel free to call me when you need something. Aren't you a little too quick? So Ricardo, why don't you stay for a while and savor the food? Such a thing is normal on the battlefield. Choosing to savor the food is just asking the enemy to shoot at you. I understand, but we've gone to great lengths to prepare such a meal. We might as well enjoy it together while we can. I have half a mind to tell you how such negligence might eventually lead towards a mise, but I suppose such a thing isn't bad once in a while. I understand. I'll keep it in mind from now on. Alright. So that must be one that we got for eating so much. I won't say no to that. No, okay. That's the arena, which is probably open by now that we have 6 party members. What are we missing? We've got 4 dudes and 2 women. Fluffy Forest, which nobody cares about. Alright. But actually we will have to go back to Fluffy Forest eventually, because that sword is there. And I'm sure that's like Ruca's ultimate weapon or something. Information, apparently.
決まってるじゃない。もちろん転生者を探すのよ。でもさ、転生者はみんな適応法で捕まって町にはいないんじゃないの？隠れている人が絶対にいるはずよ。
どうやって隠れている転生者をいぶり出すつもりだ。
それに隠れている転生者が私たちに会ってくれるかしら。
Okay, I'm still kind of stuck on how Elia is so sure there are other reincarnators in Regnum.
その解決策を含めての情報収集でしょ。
行くってどこへだよ。
どこかよ。
ほらまた出たよ。イリアの行き当たりばったりが。
だがまあここにいつまでも突っ立っているわけにはいかんな。とにかく街を散策してみよう。
Alright. About gun laws. How careless. No one's carrying guns here at all. I wonder what would happen if I shoot at them. We'd be arrested? What? What kind of question is that? Why the sudden notion? No worries. I won't let her do that. I was kidding! So can you please put down your rifle, Sir Ricardo? On one note, everyone carried guns in your village, right? Isn't like the first rule of being a responsible gun handler to not point your gun at anything you don't intend to obliterate? Not everyone, but there's some who do. Well, I have heard that the Southwest is a lawless place. A place where you can only trust yourself and your gun. Exactly. Differences in physical power don't matter as long as you have a gun, so that's why men and women fight equally there. I see. It's just wise to carry one in order to survive. Yep, these babies have saved my life countless times. Indeed, even in war, troops who carry guns are often placed on the front lines. In the meanwhile, troops which wielded swords have become old-fashioned, and even swordsmanship has begun to die out. Oh, shots fired at Ruca! If that's the case, then wouldn't crimes involving guns increase? That is, the evil parts of a man's heart won't disappear anyway, so it's fine. No, gun crimes did increase. In exchange, the public developed laws meant to counter gun ownership. I see. So it ended in the creation of laws that prevent someone from easily acquiring them. How nice. Yeah, but they could definitely do to be a, hey. You'd think that was their intended purpose. Whether or not they're actually accomplishing that is, the data is clear. What's the matter, Ricardo? You have a serious look on your face. Why is that Elia girl so sloppy? Who knows? She's been like that ever since I met her. Coda has been rough since a long time ago, or Elia has been rough since a long time ago, though. I suppose it cannot be helped if it's a person's nature to be sloppy, rough, and careless. But the problem is letting that kind of person lead the group. That's not the problem. After all, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for her. So they acknowledge Ilya as the group's leader? I guess she is the one making a lot of decisions as to where to go and what to do. And no thanks to her, you're now on the run and have already been on the battlefield. But we couldn't control that. At any rate, I don't even have much of a say on your decision. Koda's glad that Ilya came here, though. Because of the new delicacies? Yeah, how did you know? Ruca sure is smart. Oh god, so be it. I want someone sensible to take the lead. I think being rash is the only thing Ilya's good at, so I don't think she can be sensible. Oh god. There's certainly a lot of people out. Oh. Is it them peoples? Yeah. Though they should have been able to see her. She was clearly within their sight line.
もう行ったぞ。
危なかった。イリア、お前ビビりすぎじゃね？一目見たぐらいで俺たちが転生者だなんてわかるわけねえって。
でもスパーダは前に大暴れして兵士に取り押さえられてたじゃないか。
They absolutely will
覚えら
recognize.
れているかも。
They absolutely will recognize him.
まあ確かにそうだな。
どうやら隠れないといけないのはあんたのようね。
そうだそうだ、スパーダはもっとこそこそ隠れてろ。しかし
だとこのネズミザル。
ねえ、揉めてる場合じゃないでしょ。
Right, we're on a mission.
今のようなことがないように身の隠し場所を確保した方がいいんじゃないかしら。
The Milda residence, why not?
俺もアンジュの意見に賛成だな。人目につかず出入りの容易な場所が理想なのだ。
Well, the Milda residence is kind of on a central street, though.
人目につかなくて出入りが簡単。
そうだなあ。そうだ、マンホール。工業区に行こうぜ。いいところがあるんだ。工業区のマンホールな。
We're going to a manhole in the industrial district. Koda's stomach feels light. Koda is really a glutton, huh? Ever since you came, Koda never really got to eat delicious food, though. I gave you a hot dog, didn't I? Yo, what's up? If you want to know about Regnum's food, just ask me. We live in the same town, you know. You could also ask me. Oh yeah? Then tell Koda what kind of food is in Regnum. Oh, actually I've only eaten my mother's food, so I'm not really well versed in Regnum's delicacies. Aww. Ain't you supposed to be rich? My dad's a really thrifty person and my mom's cooking is delicious, so I didn't really get to eat much outside. Can't be helped, huh? Let me tell you what high-class cuisine actually is. I'll show you what an actual gorgeous dinner is like. Yes, Koda can't wait. For the appetizer, you'd have seafood cheese dip and duck foie gratin. And then you'll have smoked salmon salad, marinated seafood, porcini pot pie. I don't really get what those are, but they sound tasty though. They all sound like things I haven't tasted yet. What's a dip? A dip? You're a dip, Ruca. A dip is, that. It's kind of syrupy and you eat it with bread. What about Jello and Turin? A Jello is this square that's kind of syrupy and you eat it with bread. Marinade? It's this kind of sauce that you spread across bread before eating it. Okay. He's not technically wrong, except for the Jello explanation was kind of weird, but you can do that with it, I guess, if you want. I still don't get it, but you eat it with bread, right? Not only that, you can also eat it with crackers, you know? Crackers are so crunchy and tasty, though. Right? Crackers are so cool, you know? Oh, whatever. Wandering around is fine and all, but first we should go to the manhole that Spada mentioned in the industrial district. Where the heck is the industrial district? That is the question. Master Mateus, who guides us, grant us light and safety to your followers. Alright. I thought it was going to have something more interesting to say, but let's see what Ruca has to say if we go to his home. Oh. Huh? Hey, old man, wait a second. What is it, young man? I have no idea if you're in a hurry or something, but here, you dropped this. You're... Oh, this is... Sorry, young man. Hey, don't worry about it. It looks expensive, so you better take good care of it, alright? Young man, do you know how much this is? If it's just that, then yeah, I do. Oh, I see. What's wrong, old man? Oh, it's nothing. Thank you. He's probably impressed that Spada gave it back to him rather than stealing it.
どうかしたの、ルカ君？
え？あ、いや、なんでもないよ。
そう？じゃあ早く行きましょう。
あ、うん。父さん、母さん。でも、イリアが必要としてくれる以上、僕は弱音を吐かないって決めたんだ。
Alright. So this must be it then to the industrial district. Alright, well. Now where's this manhole? There was a whole other section of this place. And we are kinda lost. Alright, that's a big fountain. With some nice spots to sit at. And all these mansions. Alright, well we can't go in there, but I'm sure we'll be back to see whatever the heck is up with that before too long. That's a residence. Another residence. Maybe that thing in the center is the manhole. No, it's another fountain. Are we even in the industrial district? Okay. 200 gold. And a life bottle. Yeah, we're about to steal everything out of here. An orange gel, don't mind if we do. Anything else here not nailed down? Getting our klepto on. Okay, this freaking kid, we can't get past him. He's bogarting the goods. Alright, nothing down there. What about over here? Yes! Come to Papa. An apple gel, which is still relevant-ish. They're very quickly becoming outmoded, though. Not gonna lie about that. Alright, that was a pretty useful detour. Now back on the hunt for this manhole. This is Lord Corny Mall's mansion. If you have no business here, I recommend that you stay away. Go play somewhere else. Alright. So, I get the impression this is not the industrial district. Mainly because of all of the homes. Is the industrial district over there then? Let's see if we can leave out of this side. If we can. Yes, we can. That looks interesting. Not more interesting than what we're actually looking for, though. Okay, so that's a train. Probably what we're going to use to come... Ruca in the industrial district. So this must be it, then. Speaking of, I've never been here before. Why not? Don't you live here? That is... There's no reason for some rich kid like him to come here, that's why. The train doesn't operate anymore. People only go here to work, and there are a lot of bad types who hang around here. I like how Spada is instantly jumping to Ruca's defense. Well, that's how it is. Oh yeah, you were rich, weren't you? Why are you talking in that tone again? Nah, it feels weird to see this plain kid boasting about how rich he is. Hey, I'm not boasting at all though. I've never really been here before. My mother always told me to stay away from this place. What a nice mother. I've mentioned it before, but this place is the type for the bad sort to hang around in. If you just walked around like an idiot, who knows what'll happen to you. Oh yeah, that totally sounds like the sort of thing Ruca would do. That's not reassuring at all. What if something did happen to you? Do you think you can run away? I think I can... not. Can you or can you not? Oh, I can't, sorry. But, I mean, Ruca's got a huge sword that he knows how to use. But I guess he doesn't want to go lopping anybody's head off. Okay, we're definitely in the industrial district. Here it is. Spada remembered this?
ここだ。この下。俺、親の目から逃れるためにこっそり隠れ場所を作ってたんだ。
ちょっとこの下ってマンホールの下？下水道じゃないの。
Was it that serious? His parents must have people all over looking.
大丈夫だよ。この辺りはほとんど匂わねえからさ。たまにドブネズミが出るけどな。
You lost me at huge rats. Or, no, you lost me at not as smelly.
ドブネズミ？ちっとも大丈夫じゃないじゃない。
まあ、この際、贅沢は言ってられないかな。
Ange trying to make the best out of a bad situation.
アンジュ、無理してんのもろバレだってば。
隠れ家としては結構なもんだ。では、ここで落ち合うことにしよう。
So we're just establishing this as a temporary base of operations?
みんな定期的にここに戻って連絡を取り合うんだ。
じゃあ情報収集は2人1組で行こう。じゃあ俺とリカルドで工業区を回ってみる。
では私とイリアは商店街を回ってみるね。イリア、行きましょ
う。じゃあ僕らは住宅区を回ろうか。
Okay, and we were just in the residential district.
了解。ここの地理は君の方が明るいからね。任せるよ。
Alright, so for right now, it's just the two of us. Kongwei's wish.
そういえば、ルカ君と二人きりになるのは初めてだね。
そうだね。
他のみんなはうまく情報を集められているのかな。
どうだろう。でもやっぱり転生者の話を聞くのは難しいんじゃないかな。なんだかコンウェイさんをこんなことに付き合わせるの悪い気がするよ。
Kongwei chose to be here.
それは気にしないで。
でもコンウェイさん、転生者でもないのにどうして？何かやりたいこととかないの？
僕の望みは魂の救済。
A soul salvation.
魂の救済？
そう。でも僕の手は2つしかない。だから魂も2つしか救えない。
Does saving these two souls does providing salvation to these two souls require him physically grasping it? Well, I guess we'll find out more about what his deal is later then.
悪いけどルカ君の席はないんだ。だから君の魂は君自身で救わなければならない。
Whose souls are you trying to save?
僕はそれを見届けたいんだ。
ごめん。意味がよくわからないや。
いいよ。今は意味がわからなくても、君は君の旅を続ければ それでいい。僕はただそれについていくだけさ。
Alright. So we'll skip all these jokers. Make our merry way back over to the... Wait. Well... Yeah, the shopping district should be the one that Ruca lives in, because that's where all, like, the hot dog vendor and stuff live at. Or that's where the hot dog vendor and stuff is at. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely the shopping district. Are we gonna meet Eddie and Nino or whatever?
なんだろう。いい匂いがするね。
Probably cheese soup.
いつものスープの匂いがする。母さんのチーズスープ。
You mean like the one your mom currently makes? She's not dead. She's in there making it.
なんだ貴様だ。今すぐ出て行け。
Uh-oh.
あれは
They're probably in there looking... They're probably in there looking for Ruca. Like...
こちらは法にのっとって捜査しているのだ。
その非協力的な態度、息子の身を隠していると思われても仕方あるまい。
Yeah.
ほほう。見るだけに異能者がいると騒ぎ立てる迷惑な兵士がいて困る。そう上の方に申し立ててもいいのだぞ。どういう意味だ？
He sure is.
おいお前たち、所属と名前を言え。王都の警備長ベルフォルマ様のお耳に入れておくとしよう。おい、どうする？
Give him your names. Don't back out now. You guys were high and mighty a few seconds ago.
つまらない詮索で職を失いたくはあるまい。異常なしですな。
ああ、異常なしだ。そろそろ戻るとしよ
う。All right. His dad handled them easily. Well, Ruca?
あなた、大丈夫ですの？こんなことをして。
構うものか。息子を罪人呼ばわりされては黙っていられん。
There you go.
それに、あんな無礼な兵士にうろつかれては、気の弱いあいつのことだ。帰ってきづらかろう。
He's trying to make sure the coast is clear for his kid.
そうね。あの子、いつ帰ってくるのかしら。
They don't think, well, since they're coming looking for him, they know he's not in the clutches of the church or the government, so...
部屋に引きこもってても、食事時にはちゃっかり食堂に現れるルカのことだ。このスープの匂いを嗅げば、ひょっこり戻ってくるさ。
そうですね。でも、もう何日もこのスープですけど。
毎日飲まされていい迷惑だ。おかげで好物になってしまった。まったく。早く帰ってこんか。
Aww.
バカ息子め。
They're eating it every day in hopes that Ruca will smell it and come home. That's adorable.
父さん、母さん。
何はなくとも親の愛か。
Right, they're awesome. Now I really don't want them to die. Ruca earned beloved boy. Parents love their children and children love their parents. They believe in their son's safety and await his return.
あれ？ルカじゃないか。
本当だ。今までどこ行ってたんだよ。
Alright, well.
お前がいないおかげで宿題移す相手を探すのに苦労したんだぜ。
No, bro.
これで安心だな。
You guys are still on your own. We got bigger fish to fry.
そうそう。俺たちお前を頼りにしてんだぜ。ああ、そうや。ルカが異能者だなんていう噂が流れてんだよな。
A rumor that you guys probably started considering you saw us using Fireball.
そんなわけねえのによ。異能者ってすんげえ強いんだろ。ルカが異能者のわけねえよな。
あ、うん、そうだね。あの時のあれ見られてなかったのか。
Right, it looks like they just walking around with their eyes shut, I guess.
本当だよな。ルカが異能者なら俺たちの儀式なんてあっという間に終わってるはずだもんな。
ルカ、お前は儀式の後どっか行っちまったから知らねえと思うけどさ、俺たちようやく儀式も終わって仲間入りしたお前を祝ってやろうと用意して待ってたんだぜ。
You mean you guys were waiting around for us to bring you hot dogs?
そうだったの？
That was not what happened, Ruca.
そうだぜ。宿題も見せてくれるし、儀式だってやり遂げたんだし。
あ、異能者狩りの兵隊だ。
We just gotta act natural. I don't know if Eddie and Nino are lying about actually considering Ruca a friend now.
Ah, 君たちくらいの年の男の子でルカ・ミルダという子を知らないかい？
I mean, Conway can't just walk past them because he's not a reincarnator.
ルカ？ああ、あいつね。いいやつだよ。
Okay.
でも最近見かけねえな。
Huh. They're not as obnoxious as I thought they were gonna be.
そうだね。最近見かけないね。どうしたんだろう。
さっき君たちくらいの男の子がもう一人いたように見えたんだけど。
ああ、ポンチのやつか。
ああ、ポンチのやつね。何あいつ、また何かやらかしたの？しょうがねえな。よし、俺らがポンチの家に案内しますよ。
そうそう、あいつんちわかりにくいっすよ。
Okay, so they're gonna lead them on a wild goose chase for us. Alright, good stuff.
そうか。
So they're not bad dudes.
ほら、もう行こう。彼らが気を利かせてくれているうちに。
あそこにいるの？
あのバカ。なんでわざわざ目立つように走って逃げるんだよ。
Right, I'm not sure what the heck. Like, we could have just gone around, couldn't we have? The same way Conway came back.
ああ、いやいや、兵隊さん。ポンチのやつの家はこっちこっち。あいつは関係ないんですよ。
こら、そこの君、待ちなさい。
I guess we won't be gathering too much information in the residential district.
ここまで来れば安心だね。
Why did he do that?
君は慎重なのか無鉄砲なのかよくわからないな。ああいう時は静かに立ち去ればいいのに。
ごめん、急にいろいろあったから慌てちゃって。
まあいいさ。まだみんな帰ってないようだね。少し休もうか。
Dang, so we're the only ones.
ちょ待ちや。自分ら誰？役人やないみたいやけど、なんでこの場所知っとんよ。
Okay, I was wondering when we were gonna meet her.
誰？ここで何してるの？
何してるって、うちここに住んでんねんで。まあ勝手に住み着いとんねんけどな。
She's saying we. Does she also come with a pet?
あ、そうだったの。ごめん、僕たち知らなかったから。
She really should not be living in a sewer, though.
まあ役人やないんやったら別に構へんねんけどね。あ、ルカ君、なんだか街が騒ぎになってるみたいだけど。
Did somebody else get found out and they weren't able to escape? From the looks of it, it's probably gonna end up being Spada and Ricardo.
ちょっとルカ、いるの？
兵士がうろついてんじゃない。まさかあんた実家に顔出したんじゃないでしょうね。
We didn't specifically try to do that. It kind of just happened. We have to walk past that place to get to the residential district.
ルカ、あんたの勝手な行動でみんなが危ない目に遭うのよ。少しは考えなさい。
Dang, dude, she's giving him a hardcore scolding.
それはないんじゃないかな。 彼と僕が住宅区を回るのはコイントスで決まったことだろう。そもそもこの町へ情報収集に来ようと言い出したのは。
Right. It was your idea, Ilya.
いいよ、もう僕がグズグズしてたのは確かだし、兵士に見つかる前に逃げていれば。
やっぱりあんた見つかったのね。どうしてあんたはそう進歩ってもんが。
ああ、もう自分ほんまうるさいな。
Dang.
うち耳キーンってなっとるわ。
誰よあんた。
自分こそ誰やっちゅうねん。前は兵士に追われとるんやったらしばらくここで隠れとり。
She has somewhere else we can actually go?
でも迷惑なんじゃ。
What about Ricardo and Spada?
気にせんでもええって。ほな、ちょっと奥おいで。
Ilya earned noisy girl. Sometimes trivial things can get frustrating. It's because I'm a girl. Kongwei earned defender. He doesn't approve of one-sided arguments. Who's that kid? So, what is it? Ain't that obvious? Who's that kid? Where did you find her? I didn't take her with me. She seems to have been living here for a while now. Are you sure? Do you really think a human can live here? Ilya, your suspicion is deviating a bit here. At any rate, she's offering her place to us, and it doesn't look like she's a bad kid either. Of course the kid with a strange accent who doesn't seem to be from here is a good kid. You're right. You're not from here too. Did you say something? Nothing. Then, let us take advantage of her offer and stay here for a bit. At the very least, it seems like we can talk to her, and it doesn't look like she'd report us to the authorities. Then, sure. Ruca and Ilya's bond strengthened. Alright.
本当に迷惑じゃないの？
って言うてるやろ。それよりあんた、なんで兵士なんかに追われとるん？
それは。
へえ、そんな理由で逃げてんの。えらい大変やったな。
How much did we tell her?
ねえ、あなたはどうしてこんなところにいるの？あなたも誰かから追われているの？
She's probably an orphan.
まあ、ここは孤児院みたいなところかいな。ほな、こっちおいで。
She's very trusting. We could be anybody. Sora's...
孤児院って、まさかあなた、こんなところで生活してるの？そんなんしゃあないやん。戦争やなんやかんやで、ほんまの孤児院はいっぱいやねんもん。でも無理やり詰め込まれるさかい、子供で溢れかえるわ。食料不足やわ。食べ物の奪い合いで怪我人続出やし。うちみたいな子はああいうとこではまともに飯食われへんもん。下手したらおだぶつやわ。
They're roughing it.
じゃあ今はどうやって食べてるの？食事はどうしてるのよ？
そらよう言われへんわ。あんた怒りよるやろ。怒鳴る人苦手やねん。
It sounds like it's thievery.
何か人には言えないようなことをしてるのね。そんなん分かってんねん。でも生きてくためにはしゃあないやろ。うちらみたいな子供はまともな方法ではお金稼げへんもん。
だからってこんな暮らしはないでしょ？病気になっちゃう。病院に行くお金だってないでしょうに。
Good thing both of you can use healing Cielo and arts.
姉ちゃん、それきっついわ。うちらかて好きでこんなとこおるんやないねんで。
Right. Like, she brought us here out of the kindness of her heart, and the only thing we can tell her is how bad her living situation is?
ここで隠れて暮らすんが一番マシなんや。そんな風に言わんといて。うち悲しい。
あ、ごめん。
うわ、なんだ、俺の隠れ家が豪華になってる。
Oh, okay, because the first thought that literally popped into my mind was how the heck did Spada get here, but Okay, so she found where he was hiding out and renovated it.
なんや、あんたさんやったんか。ここに住みか作ってくれたん。
あ？誰だよこのちびっこいのは。
誰がちびっこいねん。そういうあんたはうすらでかいな。うちはエルマーナっちゅうねん。
Okay, Hermana, right.
このルカっちゅう人に話を聞いたで。なあ、あんたらうちと取引せえへん？
She was like, of all the characters, hers was the only name I didn't actually remember.
取引だと？ガキのくせに一発の口を聞くものだな。
Does she not? I get the feeling they're trying to like portray some kind, like they're obviously portraying some kind of accent, but does it sound more adult than childish?
あんな、うちら情報収集はお手のもんやねん。あんたらが必要な情報拾っといてあげるわ。その間、あんたらはここに隠れとり。
で、その代わり？
Probably food, right?
自分話早いな。その代わり、鍾乳洞の奥に金目のもんがあるっちゅう話やさかい、それ取ってきてもらわれへん？
Sure thing, if it means you'll join our party.
金目のものって宝石とか？
宝石な、ええな、女の子の憧れやね。でも綺麗な地下水と湿気で生える長寿の霊薬と言われとるキノコが生えとんねん。
Okay, so she wants to get her grub on.
キノコ？キノコって地面とか枯れ木に生えるあのキノコ？
他にどんなキノコあんねんな。ほんでな、それがめっちゃ高売れよんね。めっちゃやで、めっちゃ。それあったらうちらもうちょっとマシな生活できる思うね。ほら、悪いことせんでも済む生活。
She keeps saying we, but there's nobody else here.
悪いことをしなくても済む。
どうする？こんなガキが集める情報などまるで当てにならないと思うが。
Well, we really don't have anything to lose by helping her out in exchange for staying here.
やってあげましょう、リカルドさん。みんなも構わない？
俺はただ働きはごめん被りたいのだがな。
Then you can stay here, broski.
あら、リカルドさん。あなたの雇い主が誰だったか。
There you go,
どうすれ
Ange.
ば思い出していただけます？
Yeah.
やれやれ忘れてたよ。俺の雇い主は見かけに似合わず強情なんだったな。
じゃあ、エルマーナ、取引成立ね。
ほい来た。ほな、この水路の奥から鍾乳洞につながってんねん。
この奥が鍾乳洞？マジかよ。
Seems like you didn't do too much
全然気
exploring
がつかな
then.
かったぜ。
あかんな、兄ちゃん。観察力不足やで。案内してあげるさかい、ついといで。
Spada earned previous owner of the secret hideout. Every child has once created their own secret base. Now it's completely changed. I'm kind of feeling mixed about this. Ange earned stubborn employer. Call me stubborn all you want, I will not bend my beliefs. More so if it's to save others. Ricardo earned mercenary who works for free. I may be dissatisfied, but my employer's command is absolute. Just put up with the pro bono. It doesn't seem like... Okay, she hasn't joined us yet. But that's fine. We'll go ahead and jump into this sewer. This cavern sewer that connects to it. That's all gonna be next time though, so definitely join me then for more Tales of Innocence R. Bye for now, guys.